Bach is an affirmation. He reassures me that in art, as in life, truth cannot be ignored or subdued. Art does not need any human promotion. It will realize itself by its own strength when its time has come. We need this faith in order to live. Bach had it. Under poorest material conditions, without getting tired or discouraged, without appealing to the world to take notice of his work, without doing anything to preserve it for the future, his single concern was to create what is true. So wrote Dr. Albert Schweitzer in 1905. The progenitor of harmony. His name should not be Bach, which in German means brook. It should be Meer, which means ocean. Ludwig van Beethoven. The greatest music in the world. If life had taken hope and faith from me, this single chorus would restore all. Felix Mendelssohn. This father of harmony. Compared to him, we are all bunglers. Robert Schumann. Bach is like an astronomer who finds the most wonderful stars. Frédéric Chopin. Look upon this head, disguised in its absurd French full-bottomed wig. This master, a cantor and organist wandering from one little Thuringian village to another, hardly known even by name, dragging out his existence in miserably paid posts, remaining so unknown that it took a whole century for his works to be retrieved from oblivion. Even in music, finding an art form already in existence that was externally the perfect picture of its time, dry, stiff, pedantic, like a wig in pigtail portrayed in notes. And now, see what a world the inconceivably great Sebastian constructed out of these elements. To these creations I only refer, for it is impossible to characterize their riches, their loftiness, and all-comprehending significance by any comparison whatsoever. He was the most stupendous miracle of music. Richard Wagner. Study Bach. There you will find everything. Johannes Brahms. Oh, you happy sons of the North, who have been reared at the bosom of Bach, how I envy you. Giuseppe Verdi. The dear God of music, Claude Debussy. In Bach, the vital cells of music are united as the world is in God. Gustav Mahler. All the grandeur, nobility, and inner depth that one creative soul could bring to it. Spiritual wholeness, the sense of his communing with the deepest vision. Aaron Copland. And from Johann Matthias Gessner, Bach's friend and colleague in Leipzig, a man who actually heard Bach play every week for years. All these outstanding achievements you would deem very trivial could you but rise from the dead and see our Bach. How he, with both hands and using all his fingers, plays on a clavier which seems to consist of many citharas in one, or runs over the keys of the instrument of instruments, whose innumerable pipes are made to sound by means of bellows. And how he, going one way with his hands and another way at the utmost speed with his feet, conjures by his unaided skill hosts of harmonious sounds. I say, could you but see him, how he achieves what a number of your cithara players and 600 performers on reed instruments could never achieve, not merely singing and playing at the same time his own parts, but presiding over 30 or 40 musicians all at once, controlling this one with a nod, another by a stamp of the foot, a third with a warning finger, keeping time and tune, giving a high note to one, a low to another, and notes in between to some. This one man, standing alone in the midst of the loud sounds, having the hardest task of all, can discern at every moment if anyone goes astray, and can keep all the musicians in order, restore any waverer to certainty, and prevent him from going wrong. Rhythm is in his every limb. He takes in all the harmonies by his subtle ear and utters all the different parts through the medium of his own mouth. Great admirer as I am of the antiquity in other respects, I yet deem this Bach of mine to comprise in himself many Orpheuses and 20 Arions.